Can you get a photography camera under 400? Enter your currency. I'm looking at pounds, but around the world that will differ. I've been doing some research for you and made a number of videos for different budgets. A lot of people ask me, can I buy a camera for under 100 or 200 or 300 or 400? I've made videos for each of those with examples of cameras you can pick up. The rule is it's got to be a photography camera. If it's a DSLR, it needs to have a lens, or the price needs to include an option for a lens. I can't just give you a body. We've done some good research and found some amazing options. So if you've seen the previous videos, you'll see what that was like. But in this one, we're looking at under 400. I've brought up, this is a better budget, to be honest. This is a nice budget where we've got a bigger scope of cameras. So if you've got this kind of money, or you're looking for a photography camera, 400 is a good range to be at. I've found some cameras. Let me show you them. The first one is, I know I've been doing mainly Nikon and Canon for the previous lower budget ones, but now we've got a bit more money. We're looking at a Fujifilm Xt100 mirrorless, one option there. We've got a Nikon D5300 with lenses, 2 lenses at this price range, and we have a Canon 60D full kit. It looks quite good, but as usual, we're going to do a side-by-side comparison. I'm going to show you the ones I like. I'll explain why I like them, and we're going to tick off and keep 2 cameras and compare those, and I'll tell you which one I would buy. So the 60D released in 2010. The newest camera here is 2018, which is a Nikon 3500, and the Fujifilm also 2018. They all are relatively new cameras. Well, relatively. So the oldest one there is a Nikon 5300. We'll have a look at that. So they're all compact SLRs apart from the Fujifilm, which is a mirrorless camera. So it'll be a smaller form factor. So if you want to go out on holiday and stuff and you don't want to scare people with a massive DSLR, the Fujifilm will have a smaller form factor to fit in your pocket, depending on your lens. They all offer good resolutions. In terms of lowest resolution, there is 18 megapixels, which is a 60D. Digic 4, CMOS. Let's have a look at ISO performance. All respectable, comparable. And again, let me check. I'm just having a quick glance at the specs, and then we'll go into the cameras and see the lenses and how they would perform for photos. So, okay, there's a few modes on the D5300, but I'm looking to see frames per second. Okay, so Canon 60D 5.3 frames a second. This is if you're shooting something fast and a higher frame rate. So if someone's running, you can basically do a number of shots, and within a second, that's how many frames of photos it takes. The 6 frames per second is the mirrorless Fujifilm. So that looks like a nice option at the moment. What about video? I wonder. Okay, 29.97, so 30 frames a second for the 60D. Ooh, the Nikon D5300 does 60 frames a second at 1080p. So does a Nikon D3500. And the Fujifilm does not give me any resolutions here, but it does do 60 frames a second in 1920 by 1080. And okay, let's have a quick glance over the other specs, because the main thing I want to keep you here for is progression as well. So these are good cameras, but let's have a look at what you're getting. So the Canon 60D is a DSLR bundle. So you're getting a bag, you're getting a flash, you're getting a camera, basically everything you need. And that is £400. Buy it now. In our comparison, that didn't fare too badly, to be honest. And I shoot Canon, so I'm leaning towards that at the moment. However, we have to be unbiased. What's the word? Yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, so Canon EOS 60D DSLR camera with an 18-55 zoom lens and a speedlight flash. Condition is used but excellent. So mainly, your lens will determine how good your photos are. If you've got a flash and you can use flash, you're adding more light to the situation, which will make your photos better if you use it in the right way. I made a whole series about flash photography, so check that out. Okay, that's that one. The 5300 DSLR kit with lens, that is a £390 camera, Nikon 5300. Was that the newer one that we saw? 5300. No, it wasn't the newer one, was it? It's the slightly older one. Let's have a look. 2018 at 13, still 3 years newer than the Canon, so you're still doing okay. And that one was a 24 megapixel sensor. It's got video as well. If I recall, it had 30 frames a second at 1080p, was it? Let's have a quick look. 5 frames a second, and no, 60 frames a second. Okay, so right now the Nikon looks like a better bet there for you guys if you've got the budget of under 400. And it actually comes with 2 lenses, not just the one. Comes in the box, good condition. It's got a flippy out screen. So if you're doing vlogging or if you want to record videos for YouTube, a zoom lens. Oh, mate. And a good shutter count as well. Shutter count is basically how many times it's taken a photo. That would be a very good option for you. If you've got a budget, by the time this video goes out, it might have been sold, but keep an eye out for that model of camera. That is a good option. Let's have a look at its blurb. Oh, we've read that already, haven't we? Nikon D5300 DSLR camera kit with AFS 18 to 55 millimeter. So basically a smaller focal length zoom and a bigger focal length. So you've got a big distance. Very good used condition. Shutter count low. Comes with box with both lens caps and covers 2 batteries, 1 charger, 1 shoulder strap, and 1 lens hood. So basically you've got 2 batteries as well. So you've got everything you need. You might just need a memory card. And you could pick up a memory card for £10. So that would bring you right up to £400. Of course, currencies will determine that. So you may need to buy additional gear. So what you could do is if you've got 400, what I'd say, let's go. Okay. So right now, let's round that up. Let's have a look at the Fuji Xt100. That looks like a very nice camera. £379. That is a sweet camera, to be honest. Let's have a look at the blurb. Okay, mirrorless DSLR, dark, good condition, camera, lens, battery, and charger. How did that perform in our 6 frames a second? That is it depends now what direction you want to take this. So based on our options there for under 400, you've got the Nikon D5300, bigger DSLR. You've got the Fujifilm Xt100, smaller, compact, mirrorless camera. If you want it to be a smaller size, you want to carry it around with you on holiday, that's where you weigh up what you want to do with it and what the photography camera is for. But I said under 400. What I'd suggest is I made a video for under 300. Have a look at that video. Buy that camera and leave 100 for accessories. Because when you get a tripod, you get memory cards, you might need extra batteries, you might need a bag. All those things add up. So actually this can be adjusted. So look at the lower range one and see what you can do. This one would probably be 500 by the time you got all your kit. But we're looking at cameras only. So hopefully you found this useful. I'm going to link you to a playlist. And I might do one for 500. Because that is like a nice price. This is 400, wasn't it? Yeah, it's 400. I've done 100, 200, 300, 400. Next one is going to be 500. Let me know in the comments what camera you ended up buying. And I'm hoping you find this useful. See you on one of these videos.